everybody, I'm Luca Paris, and you are on a culinary journey. And lucky me, I get my family on this culinary journey. We're going to be joined by Connor White and Jennifer White, my sister-in-law, and my nephew. High five, buddy. All right, and what are we going to make? Well, when your nephew comes over, you should make him some grilled cheese, right? It's going to be a rainy day. We'll make some grilled cheese, right? Make some tomato soup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, well, you know, my show's never going to be just boring and just regular grilled cheese. So I have 3 different versions. My own homemade mozzarella, which Jenny likes a lot. Yeah. We got my own homemade mozzarella with tomato and a Caprese Panino. We're going to take Muenster cheese with some bacon and lemon and arugula pesto. And we're going to make an amazing grilled cheese with that. And then taking local Vermont cheddar. We're going to take Vermont cheddar with some arugula again, just fresh arugula with honey and apples. So do not go away. Strap in, buckle up. Okay, because we are going on a culinary journey, and it starts now. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I'm joined today by Jennifer White and her amazing son, Connor White, who in his own right is going to be a TV star someday, right buddy?
Yeah.
Star stage and screen and everything possible. Yeah, you guys see this kid act and dance. He's amazing. Anyway, what we're going to do today is make grilled cheeses. Because, you know, when the family's over and it's a nice rainy day or it's in the middle of summer, you want to have grilled cheeses. But like I told you before, you're not going to just get any type of grilled cheese. With me, you're going to get something crazy. So you ready to try some different stuff too?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, with grilled cheese, I forgot to mention one of the coolest things I have with grilled cheese is a tomato soup. Tomato and cream soup. And I'm not going to open up a can. I'm going to make a really quick tomato soup. And by the time all our grilled cheeses are done, our tomato soup's going to be done. So first we're going to start off by cutting celery and getting that ready. So Connor, tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 9.
9 years old. And what school you go to?
Jonathan Daniels.
That's a beautiful thing. You're a smart kid too, right? You love school? No, not really.
Okay.
What do you like better than school?
I like to dance and act and stuff like that.
Dance and act. You do a great job at that all over.
And sing and all that stuff.
Yeah. You're one of the dancers in the family, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. And Jen's the other dancer. Your mom's the other dancer? No?
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to make a soup. You've been watching me all day cooking, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? You having fun? You learn how to cook now? You could go home and make stuff?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, we're going to get a couple of celery and onions ready. Cut them up nice and fine, right? This is a small dice. We'll get that going. And we got to get our onion there too. So we got a half an onion here. We'll get it in there. And I don't know if you've ever seen me do this. Ready? Want to see how you cut an onion real fast? 1, 2, 3. We're going to make little small cuts, right? Watch that go. Ready? Boom. It's like magic. Whoop. Let's get that out of the way. We only need a little bit of onion because we're only making enough soup for the 3 of us. So let's get those onions cooked down. Now what we're doing is a thing called sweating. There's a lot of different variations on how you can cook. You could saute, you could sweat, you could braise, you do all this. But sweating is basically getting these on a medium heat so we bring out their essential flavors into our soup. So we're going to sweat down our vegetables till the onions get nice and translucent and then the celery gets nice and soft. Okay, so we got those 2 items going. We're going to add to that some tomatoes in a little bit of garlic. Do you like spicy? Not really?
I do.
You do? All right. We're just going to add a little cayenne pepper to our mix here too, just a touch, so kind of offset just the tomato right there. So we'll get that little adios to spice. We'll let that cook in. Get that on medium high. We'll get that working. So let's start with our first sandwich. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Our first sandwich is going to be Muenster cheese, which is officially my favorite cheese on the planet. And I don't use just regular breads. I like to use different breads to go with it. So we're going to use a ciabatta later on. And for 2 of our sandwiches, we're going to use a sourdough batard sliced bread. You can get pretty much at any store. First thing we need to make, I'll be right back, is, here we go, a knife. We need to get our arugula on there. Now when you're making a grilled cheese, you want to have an outer layer of something to protect it, whether it's a sauce or a glaze or a spread like a basil pesto. And then on the inner side, you could put your cheese and all your other flavors. So we're going to put a little arugula pesto in here. And arugula pesto is easy. What I did is take arugula, which is almost like a bitter green or a peppery green, and I pureed it, and I put a little bit of grated cheese in there and a little bit of garlic. And then so it's this nice flavor, and it goes to seasoning our whole thing, right? Then we're going to take some Muenster cheese, which is my favorite cheese. You like Muenster cheese?
I don't think I've ever had Monster cheese.
There you go. That's a
Okay.
good way to find out, right? Just give it to him. And just has a little more flavor than white American. Hopefully he likes it, because this is live. What do you think?
I do like it.
Okay. He's also a good actor, so he'll just do anything to act, right? All right, let's take a look at our soup, make sure it's going the right way. All right, what else did we say we were going to put on here, Connor? You remember?
Bacon?
Bacon, exactly. A little bit of bacon. Now, grilled cheeses are fun because you can do so much with them. You can put whatever you like on them. You can put ham, bacon, cheese, you name it, you can put it on there. There we go. We got that going. And we'll get this going. It's cool to get your bacon cooked ahead of time and cold, because then it's going to warm up in there and you don't have to worry about burning your hands. So there we go. We're going to show you a little trick in a second. Let's take a look at our, oh, these are cooking down nicely. What I'm going to do to this is add a little touch of white wine. And the acidity from the wine is going to bring it in part or take out some more flavor. And then I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable stock. You're going to be amazed at how cool this comes out. And our tomatoes, right? Now with the tomatoes, what I need to do with the tomatoes is I need to kind of crush them up a little bit. All right? And these are just plum tomatoes from a can. And so if you're out there and you're thinking, well, I do tomato soup, oh, I got to buy a can of it, you'd be amazed at how quick this comes out. And you have nice rich vegetables. And by the time we're done with all our cheese or our grilled cheeses, this should be ready. All right, let's let that cook down. We'll add a little more seasoning to it. And we're going to turn this up a little bit so we can get to a nice rolling boil. Voila. So, Jen, you having fun?
Absolutely.
Just waiting to eat, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what everybody does on this show. So, ta-da. Oh, did I ever tell you that she's Teacher of the Year from a couple of years back? Yeah, she's one of the best teachers in Keene. That's all you need to know. Right, Jenny?
Guess so.
She is. All right, our soup's cooking down beautifully. Now, I sprayed our griddle pan, right, Connor? Sprayed our griddle pan with a little spray release, anything, a cooking oil spray or a canola oil spray, whatever you like. We're going to get the pan nice and hot, because then what we're going to add is, did I miss something? No, honey's for later on. Okay, I got so many different sandwiches here. Don't know where to go. We're going to get these on there. We're going to let one side sear, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to the other side. We're going to just spray the other side, and we're going to add some flavor to the bread. I really like to flavor bread as we go. A little salt and pepper doesn't hurt on the side of bread. And my favorite thing in the world with grilled cheeses is lemon. Even if you just took your regular everyday grilled cheese and you sprinkled a little lemon on top, you'd be amazed at what a difference it's going to make to your sandwich. Again, like that whole acidity thing I do with a lot of our shows, where you say acidity balances off sweetness. By sprinkling lemon on, you're going to get that little nice tart flavor, and you're going to be wowed. Just wow. All right, our soup's cooking down nicely. What I want to do at this point, and then let it kind of finish off on its own, is add a touch of cream to that. And our tomato soup's going to be almost ready. See how quick soups are? All right, how are we doing so far? Yeah. Well, let's do this. I hope you caught that. Let's do this. Let's let this start grilling on one side. When we come back, we're going to flip that over. We're going to finish the other side. We'll start getting our caprese ready. Get you some plates so you can taste the first thing, and then we can get onto our soup. So when we come back, we're talking insalata caprese, fresh mozzarella, grilled tomato, and ciabatta bread. So don't go away. All right, we're back, guys, on our culinary journey. I'm with Connor and Jennifer White, and they are dying to have a grilled cheese. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm going to turn down our soup first. Let's get our soup down, and just to give you a little recap of the soup, tomatoes, celery, onions, touch of cream, and we're creating this beautiful soup, which I'm going to actually kind of break down a little bit into a puree, and you're going to absolutely love it. A little bit of spice in there, too. And then over here, we're finishing up our grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what that looks like. Let's get it over to this. Let's get a nice half piece, because you can't eat all of this, because we got 3 more to do. Look at that. What does that look like? Nice? Anybody catching that? It's a beautiful look. There, arugula pesto, grilled cheese and bacon. There you go. Why don't you start on that, because our soup's going to be a little bit. While you eat that, I'm going to make one of Jenny's favorites and Connor's, my own homemade mozzarella sandwich. So very similar to what I did before. What do you guys think? Yummy?
Amazing.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Wow, this
All right.
is really good.
There you go. He almost says that with surprise. No? Well, we're going to get you into trying so many different things. We're going to do the same thing we did with the arugula pesto sandwich, right? We're going to put basil pesto on. Again, this is just basil. Put some garlic in there. Now, what I don't do with my basil is put any nuts in it. You know, like the basil pesto. You know, pesto usually has pine nuts. Well, there's a lot of people with nut allergies out there, so even when I'm at the restaurant or what have you, I do without. And if you like it with the pine nuts, what you could do is just grind those up fresh and then throw those right on there. You get a little contrast of flavor. So, and then we're going to do a little balsamic glaze. That balsamic's going to give it a little bit of that acidity we liked from before. And again, I'm building it all right onto the bread because it's going to protect it. It's going to help protect the bread so it doesn't break apart, but give flavor to the bread too, which is usually the least flavorful part of what you're doing. And then take some nice fresh mozzarella. You know, you don't want to make it too thick, but don't make it too thin either. Don't get shy with mozzarella when it's super fresh. It's phenomenal. Just made it right before the show, so it's absolutely yummy. And let's see, some fresh tomato. Let's do that. And that's it. This one's going to be pretty much done too. So we're going to get this done, get it on the grill. Connor, what do you think?
It's awesome.
Yeah? What's your favorite part about that? It's just got a lot of nice flavors
It's
to
just
it?
awesome.
That it's awesome. I love the way you talk. Awesome.
My
Right.
my meager grilled cheese are going to be pretty
Yeah, it's tough to beat after these. Huh?
boring after this, huh?
Oh, we have a little bit of spray on the pan. We'll get a little bit more. We got this on high. We're going to turn this down a little because we don't want to do too much. So let's get that down because these pans hold on a lot of heat. But here's something that's going to be a little bit different when we're talking about the mozzarella. I'm going to try and press them almost like a panino because I want to get that ciabatta bread a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is take out, now we need something just a little bit bigger. Biggest pan I have, right? And get it right on top of there. Turn down the heat to medium-low. Get that right on there and let that press into there. And what's going to do is going to smash the sandwich just a little bit so it gets a lot. Did you take your mom's too? He's loving it over here. That's a great thing. Now, while that's cooking down, and I'm going to flip that over soon, I'm going to shut off the tomatoes because at the last minute what we're going to do is we're going to puree these. And this tomato soup is going to have this nice puree. But I'm going to start on our last sandwich, which is going to be a little bit different in the fact that we're going to put in some, let's get my smaller knife so I can cut through here. All right, we're going to put apple in here. And what I'm going to do is core out the apple from the inside. Let's see if I can do this well on camera. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. Because I want the rounds of the apple in here. And you don't have to do it this way at all. But if you can do it, it's a lot of fun. There we go, we're through. Maybe one more. I think so. Let's see how we did. Yeah, live TV. That does it. Let's go this way, just to make sure. So what we want to have here is a little bit of that whole Vermont, New Hampshire, kind of New England feel, right? We're going to put apple. You get apples in season, right? And you put some honey in there and then some Vermont cheddar. Ooh. Can't go wrong. All right. So let's clean out the core of the apple. Keep the skin on because there's a lot of great flavor and nutrients in the skin. We'll come straight down on this. Now before I go too far, I got to keep in mind I got stuff cooking over here, so let's not forget it. See how we did. Come over to the grill. It's a little on the darker side, but that's okay. Ooh, I like it like that. Just a little bit like that. All right, so we'll turn this off, let it finish the rest of the way. We'll be perfect over there. And let's get some honey on our bread. A little sweetness on one side, and then we're going to put a little arugula on the other side with the apple. There you go. So Connor, you can make these grilled cheeses at home now?
You're going to do
Yeah.
it for me, right?
Only if you want to be back on the show again and he does grilled cheeses. Okay.
Oh, you mean but guess what?
What?
You know where I live. You can get these grilled cheeses anytime.
Okay.
There you go. You ever want them like that, we'll just get them nice. We get this nice block of cheddar here. Now, grilled cheese is great because you could use any flavor of cheese. Anyway, Monterey Jack, you name it. I mean, we could even talk about quesadillas as being the ultimate grilled cheese. That's a great way to make things happen, too. Let's get this off of here. Let's get this kind of flipped over and show you the top. Oh, that's beautiful. And we got a nice grill. So we're going to move those over so we have a little room for our next grilled cheese. And we'll get those on, too. Spray a little bit. Just a little bit of honey, a little bit of apple. Get the spray on. And we're ready to go. Ba, 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 ba. We're going to be eating a lot before the day's over. You know that, right, Connor? All right. Oh, we need some cheese for over here. And then when we come back, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get this cheddar, apple, and arugula with the honey on. And we're going to puree up our tomato soup. And we're going to dip our grilled cheese in our soup. That's just the way I think we need to do it.
You always do.
We got to always dip.
Always.
Dipping is the way to go. Let's get our grill back on. We have our mozzarella, we have our Muenster, and we have our Vermont cheddar. And do not go away because when we come back, tomato soup to dip. We'll be back in a culinary minute. Can I get a bite?
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. All right. Hey everybody, we're back and Connor's going to give me a hand right now, right Connor?
Yep.
All right. Now what we have here is my little boat motor. See, it's like an outboard boat motor. Actually, it's an immersion blender. And we're going to put it in our soup because if we took hot soup, Connor, and we put it in a blender, it like, wow, it does that. You ever see it do that? Good thing because it'd be all over the ceiling and I'd have to paint it. It would be horrible. I don't want to do that. So anyway, what we're going to do is take the immersion blender, but what we're going to do is so it doesn't splatter all over Mom over there, we're going to take it and cover it while you kind of press the button and blend it for me. Go ahead. Give it a little pulse. Right there. That's the button. Yep, press it. Okay, move it around, move it around. There you go. Keep going, keep going. You know what that's doing?
What?
It's grinding up all the tomatoes and the cream and the celery and the onions. So we have a nice creamy soup. Keep going.
It feels weird.
I know, doesn't it? It's because you have a boat motor in your hand. Yeah, that's right. Keep going around and around and around. Get to the edges. Go to the edges. There we go. A little bit more on that side. A little bit more on that side. A little back here, back here. All right, sounds good. Let's see what we got. Let's check it out. Let's see how we do. Ooh, that is really good. You did a great job. All right, so we have our soup right there, Connor.
Ooh.
Great job. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Ooh. All right, so we blended our soup nicely. We left it a little bit chunky, Connor. We don't want to make it too blended. You know, you want a little bit of contrast and flavor. But you've also mixed that tomato in. It's really, really yummy. Look at that soup. It's almost like a sauce. It's so thick. But if you want to thin this out, if you take it and you get it to this point, you like it a little thinner, what you do then is you add a little bit of vegetable stock. But for what we're doing today, it's a great soup. So let's go back to our sandwiches, right? We have 2 more grilled cheeses we were working on. One of them was the Caprese sandwich. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that's nice. You have the balsamic, that darkness from the balsamic coming through. The mozzarella's melting, right, Jenny? And this is why I'm allowed into the family right here. And then we get that for you. And then Connie, you get to try one too.
Okay.
And the other one we have is with the apple, right? The apple and the Vermont cheddar, the baby arugula and the honey. I mean, there's nothing better than cheddar and apple together. You think about that when you have apple pie, and it's something I only learned from up here. So we have that here. So there we go. We have three sandwiches all together. We have a soup all together in a very little amount of time. So what I'm going to have you do is you guys taste a little bit. We're going to go to a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll just say goodbye from our family to theirs. Sounds good?
You got it.
All right, enjoy. We'll be back in a minute. Don't go away. Hey, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on this culinary journey. We buckled our seatbelts. We went by the way of the grilled cheese, and Connor has not said a word since we went to break and came back. What do you think? Which one was your favorite, the first one?
I think the second one.
The Caprese or the one with the apple?
Well, I do like the apple.
You do like the apple, but you like the mozzarella and tomato?
Yeah, that one's good.
Look out. Jenny, you have a favorite?
Oh,
Hard to
boy.
say.
I love the Caprese, but the first one I really love too.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Just really simple. Okay, so it only takes a little bit to spruce up or excite your grilled cheese. Some fresh fruit, like an apple. Maybe some cheddar cheese with some honey. It's all about contrast. So whatever you take in that first grilled cheese, just take it and expand on it and do something to it and have fun with it. And then when your nephew and your sister-in-law come over, you could show them some fun stuff. It's that easy. And guys, thanks for coming on the board of the show.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's great.
I
Thank
hope
you.
you had fun. And from our family to yours, thank you very much. And I'll see you next time on A Culinary Journey.